Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do Yes and No Tarot, I do Predictive Tarot, I do the Spirit Guide Weekly Divine Guidance Read as well. Hey, before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. I really do appreciate all the people who have subscribed, but it helps my channel and it helps me continue to grow this. So today I have for you Active Magic Candle Magic Tarot, and it is a form of healing and prosperity magic. This is actually healing magic. What I have are candles that are already anointed with green fairy and then abundance oil, and then a specific form of conjure oil is on each of the candles. It addresses a particular area of life where you may have a blockage that is keeping you from things getting better. And today's question is, when will things get better? So I have 4 piles in a pick a card presentation. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, this is pile number 4. There's going to be an insert in a moment that'll allow you to concentrate, see which one calls out to you. That's the message you're most meant to receive, but be aware you may pick more than one pile as they do pertain to different areas of life. Take a moment, concentrate. There's going to be timestamps in the description box down below. And again, thanks so much for joining me. I will see you at the time of your reading. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, candle number 1, then this is your candle, this is your reading. And hey, your candle is anointed with fast cash. This one is from Inexplicable Things. I am not affiliated. I really like their products, and I find that her particular products are very compatible with a lot of different people's energies. I have used some conjure oils where whoever the conjure expert was, and we work in such different disciplines that it didn't work all that well. I find Inexplicable Things to be very, very good indeed. Again, as always, make sure you wrap those labels in Scotch tape. I forgot to do this one, and so it's almost unreadable. I did manage to remember eventually, but the lettering on them wears off almost immediately. Great, great company though, absolutely worth that little extra step. So let's get over what is on your spell plate before we get started. First of all of the candles are a lavender color, a violet color. That is for your crown chakra. That is to receive divine messages. The green fairy oil and then the abundance oil are both about receiving messages about your abundance from the divine. So that's what your candle is anointed with, as well as fast cash. At the very base of the candle is a mixture of healing oil with pink Himalayan salt. That is to help heal your troubles, essentially any wounds to your soul, to your emotional body. Then I also have some love powder and some money powder, depending on and some road unblocking powder. And everyone has a slightly different powder on it, is the point. Yours has road opener, and then it also has money powder on it as well. That is surrounded by white rose petals. That is for peace, tranquility, friendship, good communication as well. On top of that, I have some kind of fuchsia colored carnations, because carnations are the power flower in hoodoo and fake magic. It really adds oomph to a spell. And then I also have some rosemary to help protect us. And then I also have a couple of protective herbs in kind of a proprietary blend that I use that is also sprinkled over the plate. So this is supposed to be bringing us how to heal various things. And in fact, I have an angel message card that we're going to save for the very end of the reading, which is not something that I normally do. I just kind of thought I'd give it a shot. So your oracle cards are: be present, use the hours, don't count them. So one of the nicest things about the reminder to kind of make sure that you're in this productive energy, living in the moment, try to accomplish what you can throughout the course of a day, is that if you start thinking about like this mountain of problems before you, it can become overwhelming, you become a little bit frozen. This is a reminder to take one task at a time, try to concentrate, try to kind of like approach building your security again with that fast cash that is about receiving money. Take it with a very methodical approach. Remember, not everything comes to you with a flash and a bang. Usually it's like puzzle pieces assembling or bricks on a foundation assembling. All right, we have shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. That is simple encouragement for they the Spirit's acknowledging that you are actually going through something difficult, likely a time of deprivation, but it will not be long lasting. Here is the Shadow Works, the dark mirror cards that are telling you what you need to work on to overcome. Triumph of Lies. I've got this, every reader has a different collective. Mine has a tendency to be empaths who are, if they're not already psychic, they're on the verge of it, a lot of healers and a lot of practitioners. We also have a group that has been deceived by, usually by an abuser. Empaths attract abusers, sociopaths and narcissists very easily, and so between the Shine Bright Like a Candle and then this Triumph of Lies, understand that you will overcome this, but this is something to be very aware of, that you have someone in your life who deceived you at kind of a deep level, and to be on your guard. That doesn't mean losing your ability to trust all. It's simply making sure that you employ your discernment in every relationship. Deep knowing, and you kind of know who I'm talking about. And then All That Glitters. All that glitters is not gold, is how that saying goes. But all that glitters in this particular oracle deck, this is the Wisdom Oracle, this has to do with understanding that abundance is not just about money. It is about happiness, it is about joy, it is about increase in friendships, in love. Abundance is not just a bank balance. All right, I have Wandering Path, enjoy the journey. That can be very challenging. And then from the Enchanted Blossoms, the Enchanted Blossoms deck, which is a beautiful deck of basically flowers transforming into dragons, which is about bringing about your personal power. And the way that you're asked to do that is concentrate on healing your spirituality. Balance those chakras. I'm such a broken record about that because we all really need to do it. And then your chakra card is Creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. That is that phoenix from the ashes. What is happening now? You look like you've lost quite a bit. That Shine Bright Like a Candle is often about that. It's starting over again. Understand that when you release something, when you lose something, it does make energetic room for something new to come to you. Now, if you're in a season of loss and you're saying, but nothing new has come in, it may be because you're focusing on the wrong things. We do kind of set our frequency, our vibe. Make sure you try to take the right attitude towards, well, if I lost it, maybe it wasn't meant for me. Here we go. Let's get a read going for our group for Fast Cash. How are things going to get better in their financial areas? All right. Okay. We have the Page of Cups in the upright. That's a good energy, with the Eight of Pentacles in the upright as well. Your efforts are going to pay off. Three of Cups in the upright. Community, friendship, making sure that you interact. You may have been isolating yourself too much as you've been trying to deal with various problems. Seven of Wands in the recent past in reverse is kind of about your efforts not paying off quite yet. And there is a conflict card, both from without and from within, with that Five of Swords energy. That is also a card that indicates change. Knight of Wands in reverse is frustration. Be careful with this Triumph of Lies. Two of Swords in the upright. That can be a card of denial. That can also be a card of refusing to make a choice that is needed. Let's get going here. Let's get going here. You guys coming? There we go. All right. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, you're searching for your stability again. The Magician in the upright, you are going to be able to make it happen with the Six of Swords in the upright. This is a spiritual journey. You've also just been asked to focus on realigning your chakras, rebalancing your energy. It can be very difficult when you're frightened, and nothing scares us more than the loss of financial security in this world, because we live in a world in which it's almost impossible to thrive without adequate access to funds. That said, work on your bottom chakra, your root chakra. There are a lot of various healing channels on YouTube. You don't have to go to a Reiki healer and pay a lot of money. You may wish to if you have the funds available. That is a more direct method of doing it, and you may get better results. But start with the free stuff. It often works. Okay, I have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. That is that methodical process towards balancing, with the Page of Wands in the upright to restore a feeling of, you've got two pages in the upright, new things are starting for you. I think you've already been kind of concentrating a fair amount of energy on simply trying to overcome. 2020 has been such a difficult year, and part of the reason I wanted to do this read is the Three of Wands in reverse with the Four of Swords in the upright. That is interesting. You may have too many things going at once. Don't forget to focus your efforts. I have the Four of Wands in reverse. Ooh, one in the upright, one in reverse. I love that. That is a return to stability. Ace of Cups in reverse with the Star in the upright. Despite some frustration, anxiety, and depression, there's a lot of reason to hope with the Six of Cups in the upright. That is a return of a relationship from the past. Five of Cups in the upright. Tower in reverse. You may be mourning something from your own past, as again, you have that starting over energy. I get that a lot as well. I think it's very common for people to start to seek answers in the tarot after they've had kind of a disruptive period of change in their life. Ten of Swords in reverse, yowza, with the Eight of Wands in the upright. Okay, so there's a lot of very painful energy around this, and this does have to do with both a personal relationship, but also an increase in finances. You have several projects going. This Eight of Pentacles in the upright tells me that you're continuing to put work in on something that will return efforts to you. Page of Cups in the upright, Page of Wands in the upright, fairly rapidly. It's before the end of the year. You have been struggling of late with a feeling of purposelessness, of hopelessness, of being constantly drained. It is partially because I think you have a vaguely disruptive, sinister, such a harsh word, but you have someone who is a peripheral figure in your life who has been exerting influence. It does not have to be a romantic connection. It can be a professional connection. It can be a family member, but it is somebody who has kind of eroded your ability to have faith in yourself. And the universe is trying to tell you, oh, please have it back, please. There are messages and progress incoming. And so between the two pages in the upright and that Eight of Wands in the upright, be on the alert throughout the next 30 days. This is a timeless reading, but I am filming it at a time where it has been kind of a historically disruptive time. But in the next 30 days or so, you have really good increases around some energy, and it does look like a soul contract relationship that may be returning to you. Can I get some more information on when this will get better? I've got an increase by the end of the year. At this point, that is within 90 days. With good news within 30 days. It is about a project that you have had in the works. Angel of Balance, the best thing that you can do to try and bring this success to you is find energetic balance. Don't forget spiritual baths. It's very important to offload. You've got a lot of painful energy around you from the past. Make sure you're regularly energetically cleansing. I live not far from the ocean, so I go down and I wade around in the surf. In fact, I have a lunch date with somebody where we're going to go down and energetically balance together, because those are the type of friendships I have. Cornucopia, that is receiving. That is much coming to you after you have had the ability to balance. Your creativity and your zest for life is at very, very low ebb. Be present in every moment. Don't forget that there is worth within any day. Attachment, it's that past relationship. I actually replaced this deck because it turned out I was missing that card. Whoa. Attachment, hostilities, happy family, and door to romance. So group number one, you're in a season where here's the thing. It almost feels like you've been hollowed out by the recent past. You have been gathering more and more people to you who have the ability to kind of help you heal, help you find your own voice again. Somebody had kind of muted it. Someone had, and again, it does not have to be a romantic relationship, but it may have been. Somebody caused you to be very conflicted about your own actions. You've got some frustration and anger coming up there was a hostilities card there. This is also a conflict card. You are facing a conflict. Absolutely everything here says that even though it may ring you out a little bit, because that Ten of Swords in reverse is about releasing a lot of emotional pain. This also has to do with an exterior relationship, as does this. You are very connected to another person. And you feel kind of isolated at this particular time. You feel isolated. You feel as if you feel like you've got a 150-pound pack on you wherever you go. And you still keep going, but the fatigue is just very pronounced on this group. Enjoy the journey. You're missing the ways in which things are actually getting better. You're very focused on what hasn't happened yet, and you're not noticing that kind of a big stage is being set around you for reception. I have rescue. That's that Six of Swords energy as well. Dragon's Lair. Be careful. That has to do with that conflict card. You do have, and I'm sorry, this comes through for my collective a lot, somebody that you're essentially battling. You have angelic assistance, you have a spirit guide team, and you actually have some magic on your side as well. Do not lose heart. Don't lose heart, okay? Rock bottom, that is that tower in reverse as well. That is building from the ground up. Rock bottom is not a bad place. It's not. But it is recognizing that, you know, you need to start over with something. It can be a personal relationship. It can be a professional one as well. If you're in something that just drains you and drains you and drains you, seek alternatives. Seek alternatives. Nothing is worth that. Nothing is worth that. We have a very flawed kind of idea of what success means in this life. And we have kind of structured a world in which the only real way to achieve it is through monetary success. And unfortunately, that can be incredibly draining and deny emotional parts of our lives. You're being asked to make sure you're seeking balance. I have Into the Unknown as well, new ventures with that Page of Cups, that Page of Wands as well. You do have something new starting. Your efforts have actually brought to you Ride the Wave. There is a change in circumstance coming to you. It is, you will get word within it according to this reading. It is a general reading. It cannot hold true for everybody. It is a big and diverse world, and we're all living different experiences, but you will get word within the next 30 days. In the meantime, this peripheral emotional situation that has to do with what is a past relationship in which you look like you're having to fight with somebody, I have victory all over that. That Eight of Wands is progress. It is things happening. Queen of Pentacles is a return to stability. The Star card is both psychic gifts. You're blocking out your own intuition with anxiety. And the difference between anxiety and intuition, because unfortunately, if you're not doing something with your psychic gifts, they kind of turn inside and cannibalize you. You're not utilizing them in a forward-thinking way, and you're mistaking your fears for intuition. Your intuition does not frighten you. It doesn't keep you up. It doesn't spin in an endless loop. That is your anxiety brain. And the way you can quiet that is to quite simply choose another direction, kind of meaningfully and kind of purposefully. If you have been just mulling something over and mulling something over, and it's 3 months in the offing, know that if you have not hit upon a solution, if you don't have that aha, that resonant moment where you're like, that's it, that's the right path, step away. Step away from it. Don't just keep spinning on it. It will block out your actual discernment, because your fears, which are again contained in your root chakra, always start by working on your root chakra. It is incredibly powerful and incredibly helpful. Energetic balance is one of the best things to seek. Okay, what's your angel answer card for our parting wisdom? Meditation brings answers. Balance your root chakra. Align your chakras. Start with your root, then go to your sacral, because you also have the orange creation card for your chakra. Solar plexus is after that for manifesting. After that, and do that for like 2 weeks, and then after that, jump to a chakra balancing meditation. Choose your own. They're all over the place. Spotify, Amazon Prime, YouTube, they all have them. Find the one that has the voice that kind of sings out to you. That will be the best one for you. So again, group number 1, when will things get better? You'll have word on something within 30 days of this reading. Again, it's a general reading and it can't hold true for everybody, but I really hope it holds true for you. And then by the end of 2020, or as this is a timeless reading, within the next 90 days, this is going to be a memory. You're almost all the way through to the finish line. I know you're sick of hearing that. And I can't really adequately explain why 2020 has been nothing but delays and energetic blockages, but it is partially because one of the greatest gifts in living a purposeful and present life is the gift of patience and trying to understand that each moment, no matter, even if it doesn't contain what you've been hoping for, what you've been wishing for, it contains something to celebrate in your life. Even if it is, hey, I feel kind of good. That is a gift not everyone has. Focus on what you have. Focus on what is beautiful. Focus on what is joyful. and more of that will come to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you could give it a share, I would appreciate it as well. And then if you want to book me for a private reading, there's going to be information in the insert in a moment with the ways to contact me. My website has all my prices, and it will be linked to in the description box down below. Thanks again. Take care. Be well. Don't lose face. Things are getting better. Welcome back. If you chose candle number 2, pile number 2, then this is your candle. This is your reading. And your candle is anointed both again with green fairy and then abundance oil. And then also from Art of the Root, again, not affiliated with any of the conjure companies that I mentioned, I have protection from evil. Each candle has a slightly different focus on it. And what I did is this is a basic healing prosperity spell. It is actually with a healing focus rather than a prospering focus. We're trying to identify when will things get better and how. So what's on your plate is pink sea salt mixed with a healing oil, and then also in this particular instance I have protection from evil on the candle as well. You may have had kind of a less than supportive and healthy influence in your life, and that may be why you were drawn to this pile. So I also have, on this particular one, I have an uncrossing powder with a road opener powder sprinkled across the pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt is particularly good at protecting your heart chakra, at the sanctity of your emotional body as well. And then I also have, what else do I have on here? I have white rose petals. That is for peace, diplomacy, friendship, and for good, clear communications with your spirit guides. White is a very pure color. It is one of the things that you can put on an altar as an offering to spirit to try and kind of clarify and hone your spirit guide messages. And then I also have kind of fuchsia colored carnations, because carnations are what? They're the power flower in hoodoo and folk magic. They add oomph to anything. And then I also have some rosemary, which is about safety from all forms of evil. Oh, I have mint on this as well. I don't think I mentioned that in my first one, but that is to dissolve and release any negative energies and to immediately fill that space with love, brightness, hope, and blessings. All right, let's get going. Lima's going to bring us the predictive spread. I'm going to save one card out of this. This is the Angel Answer card. I haven't done this before. I just felt like it might be a fun thing to do, which is the final message on the reading is coming from an angel oracle. Okay, so you're being told self-care is one of your first oracle cards. Make sure you're taking adequate care of yourself. Don't keep trying to soldier through. If you have been injured by anything, a dark entity, by another person, by the circumstances of the world, which have been very, very dispiriting, then make sure you are taking the time to take care of yourself. And everyone's self-care will take a different form. All right, I also have messages from a rabbit, service to the animal world. Hey, this is a very interesting one. If you don't have pets, and not everyone like resonates with animals, but I do, remember who we really are is revealed in our relationship to animals. They are usually almost entirely dependent upon us, and we will experience who we are in a powerful situation when we're around animals. One of the things that when I couldn't, after a deep season of loss myself, I was very, very actually clinically depressed. And I didn't really know what to do because I didn't see any kind of like happiness or hope in my future. And I had been cursed, and then I had also been abused by someone I loved. I dearly loved, and they badly abused me. So I was trying to figure out how to keep going on, and I decided that even though I couldn't figure out what was going to come into my life, that I could make sure my dogs had a really, really good life. And believe it or not, that has helped raise my vibe so much, helped me. Ever since I started doing that, they get 2 walks a day. I make sure to let them stop and sniff so that because it's almost like reading a story to them. What they smell tells them so much about the world around them. And then they want to add to it with, usually with pee, which isn't that fun, but it is adding to like there's a civilization of animals as an undercurrent in this world. Make sure you're kind to it. The kinder you are, the less damage you cause to others, the more you will receive. Okay, I have Queen of My World. Hey, that's the exact same thing. Kind of what I realized with my animals was that in a way, it's like, my dogs have no idea anything's wrong in the world. You can control the existence, the experience of another person when you interact with them. You can make it good or you can make it bad. Make it good and you will receive more. All right, I have from Regeneration, that's starting all over again with no place like home. Good. Self-care, self-care, self-care. And by the way, if you don't have pets and you can't have pets, remember almost all local animal shelters can use volunteers to help walk the dogs. I have Mystic Healer, healing energy flows through you. I'm really liking this particular animal vibe as well. There are many things that we can interact with in this physical world that bring healing energy to us. The energy of life is healing to the wounds on the soul, particularly those that are incurred by evil. Love. Love is the remedy for that. The opposite of love is actually fear. That is contained in the root chakra. Always work on your root chakra first. Get yourself grounded and then try and act in a benevolent and kind and compassionate fashion. As you open those energetic doors, more will come to you and you will release whatever negative energies are around you. That is not to blame you for some things that may have been. Not everything is simply about, hey, well, you didn't have the right mindset. Sometimes there's really bad luck and really bad circumstances. So you're not being scolded on that. This is just the remedy. I have from the Enchanted Blossom, Dreams. This is one of the areas to focus on for healing. Do guided meditations as you fall asleep. There are things trying to come to you in dreams. They're a little blocked out right now. They're a little blocked out because you're stepping into a more and more powerful energy. I think you've almost got this kicked. I have letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. Exactly. Letting go of past pains, past slights. And the reason is not because hey, shape up and quit complaining. Instead, what it is you will dwell in the energy you create. And that is one of the way things get better. All right, so those are your oracle cards that we have so far. Let's find out what's going on here. Healing, healing, healing. Interacting with things. The animal world is just, you don't even have to walk dogs or not everyone resonates with animals. Some people are quite afraid of them as well. But you can notice the beauty of nature around you, butterflies, birds. Look for that which is amazing in our world. It is a beautiful and diverse experience. And it is also the remedy to evil. And why are animals kind of the remedy to evil? It's because there are very few forms of animals that will hurt something for pleasure. Most animals will they do things to survive, but there's not a lot of malice in them. There's only a need for survival, and they're capable of great love and great compassion. Believe it or not, cows, very compassionate. All right, here we go. All right, let's get going on this. What do we have for protection from evil? When are things gonna get better there? People feel weighed down underneath a really, really dark energy. And the way to do that is to restore your personal power, regenerate, make sure you're balancing, make sure that you're trying to. Meditation does not come easily to everybody, and so I'm always a broken record about this. Start with the things that you fall asleep to. That's that dream energy. We're just more receptive in our sleep. And in fact, the Star card just went down as the signifier with the Queen of Swords. That is also one of the spirits of air that is standing in your truth, and that is also seeking clarity. One of the best protections from evil, from dark energies, from malintent is to make sure you live in a good intent, and also that you are taking as good care of yourself as you can. The Chariot and the Upright. There is forward motion. It can be being pulled in two directions. Hey, the King of Swords in the Upright. The Emperor. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Ten of Cups. I have the Eight of Cups. I like this. So, protection from evil group. Things are already getting better, it looks like. I have the Nine of Wands in the Upright with the Nine of Pentacles in the Upright. 9-9 is almost a complete cycle, and then the Nine of Cups is increasing abundance. Things are getting better essentially right now. Whoever tried to hurt you, boy, are they ever going to be. Nine of Cups in reverse. 9-9. That is complete cycle. Four of Wands in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Start of a new karmic cycle after the end of a relationship. That might be the evil energy. And by the way, relationship does not always mean romance, but it can mean romance. The World in the Upright, that is a complete cycle on something. Three of Swords in the Upright, you have had it hard. And I've spoken about this like kind of briefly because I still don't know who did it, but somebody did actually put a like heartbreak and despair and destruction curse on me. I'm really well protected now, but I wasn't practicing at the time that it happened, as far as I know. I think it was in place for about 3 years, and it really did almost do me in. But I did manage to heal from all those energies. It took a lot of work. And there are people who encountered me while I was healing where I felt really different too. So be aware of that. As you offload energies that are not meant to be part of your auric field, as you do those energy cleanses, as you release negative energies, that's another meditation to look for. You can fall asleep to vibrational recordings that will help attune you into a higher level frequency. We have the 2 cups in reverse with the King of Cups in the upright, with the 5 of Wands in the upright, 7 of Pentacles in the upright. There's some confusion and change. The 5 of Wands is minor conflict, Devil in reverse. Working on releasing the Devil in reverse. You're like, this is just doing the work to release. 3 of Cups in the upright. That is friendship, it's reunions, it's kindness, it's also community. Don't isolate yourself. Do not isolate yourself. That is the worst thing you can do for depression. Page of Wands in the upright, that is getting your spark back. I like this so much. When are things getting better? With the 4 of Cups in the upright, that is that need to wait, to be patient, to not try and rush a process simply to get it over with. And that comes out with the Queen of Cups. That is the way to restore your emotional well-being. Hey, so group number 2. Here's the thing. I think that you're kind of well into this process, into this journey of healing. When are things getting better? Right now. The more you do, the more it will help. This is a timeless reading, but what you're being asked to do, and your improvement can start immediately, is energetic balancing, spiritual baths to release dark energies. Hey, don't forget that there's all kinds of ways to spiritually cleanse your home. If you sage, I don't particularly like the smell of burning sage. I break down and use it every now and then because I do all kinds of curse breaking and all kinds of things. And I'm like, okay, I need that, because it's basically cosmic bleach. It removes both negative and positive energies. Make sure to crack windows so that the energies have somewhere to go. I usually follow up with incense or Palo Santo, and then I also sound cleanse, but that's because I'm like working with like heavy duty energies sometimes. If you believe that you have been, someone has inflicted something upon you, or if you have been in a long period of loss, pain, or abuse, understand it is a very good idea to clear your home energetically, or hire somebody to clear it. Locally, I go and I clear people's homes and energies, and I really enjoy doing it. But you don't necessarily need to hire a pro to do it. Just look up the ways to spiritually cleanse. Don't forget spiritual baths. Don't forget balancing energies and listening to guided meditations. If you have been like dragged down by that lower vibrational energy that is kind of hate and animosity and anger and fear, then understand the easiest way to cleanse yourself of that is to reach up for love, for compassion, that's the animal card, and for adding love into a world. Change doesn't start from without, it starts from within. It starts from within. Even if you don't have everything that you want, you can still change your circumstances. So let's talk about our cards here. The Emperor in the upright is a card of personal power. The King of Pentacles in the upright can be a Tauran, it can be a Virgo, it can be a Capricorn, it can be an Earth sign, it can be you. It's not gender specific, but this is standing in security, standing in accomplishment, and this is being able to provide for everything in your own powerful energy. Sincerely, start today and you will notice a change. I have the 10 of Cups in the upright. That is the happy family card. Being happy within your existence, within your life, within your partnerships, within your family. And that doesn't mean being paired up. It can be a card of family influence that is your actual relatives. But I have the 8 of Cups in the upright in the external influence. This can be a card of needing to move. You may actually do better if you consider changing your place of residence. That will not hold true for everybody. None of this reading can hold true for everybody. It is a general energy reading, and so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. 9 of Wands in the upright is the card of a battle that is almost completed. It is also about having the appropriate boundaries. Part of what happened here was that someone infringed on your boundaries, and because I don't think you were actually kind of taught to have healthy boundaries as a child. Maybe your parents infringed upon them. Maybe other loved ones did. You weren't able to stop them because your base setting is to try and make people happy. You have that healing energy. Nine of Pentacles in the upright is receiving abundance. It can be independence and autonomy. The Nine of Cups directly beside that, that is the area of your life that you're being asked to focus on. Your own personal power. Again, that is with the Emperor in the upright as well. Four of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse with the World in the upright. You may be releasing a toxic relationship from the past. Make sure that you put it in the proper perspective. Whoever that person was, they are not everybody. Don't judge everybody by the actions of someone who may have actually been. And here's what happens. Sometimes people do change. Maybe you got involved with somebody and you're like, why didn't I spot it? Why didn't I spot it? It might not have been present from day one. Cut yourself some slack. Three of Swords in the upright with the Two of Cups in reverse. You did have a relationship that broke your heart. There is another one that is trying to kind of nourish you, to love you, to bring about a change in your life, but there is confusion around it. And there is a need for change as well that apparently work is going into with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, the Devil in reverse, and then the Three of Cups in the upright. You have something coming to you that is it's an exterior relationship, and it does appear to be the thing that will add love back into your life. Page of Wands in the upright, the Four of Cups in the upright with the Queen of Cups in the upright. So when will things change? In terms of autonomy is what you have to establish. You may be healing from codependency. That may be the evil that was in your life. It does function like an addiction, and you can still have relationships even with people that you've had codependent dynamics with, because sometimes empaths find another empath, and unfortunately we're like so used to being kind of beaten down and used by predators that we have very codependent relationship dynamics. Focus on healing those. It will bring you greater well-being and health. And in fact, it looks to me, there is no set time limit on this. It is entirely within your hands. You are able to accomplish this. You're the only thing holding you back from healing. It's as soon as you go towards it, it is there for you. The methods to heal this dark and painful energy, if you sit in a room and tell yourself nothing's going right, it won't. And I'm not mocking you. Like, sincerely, I've had really hard times in my life. It won't solve anything. It will keep you in that vibration. Find something to go towards. Even if you're like, I don't feel well enough to go and like walk dogs. That's okay. That's okay. Find something that diverts you. And make sure that it is in a, like, this is not the time to be like, hey, I will binge watch The Walking Dead, which has, like, anything that is like a doom prognosticator in your life, get rid of it. It doesn't hold a place in there right now, and it's not helping. It's simply not helping. Okay, so make sure that you're setting your vibe kind of intentionally, and let's find out what your final angel answer is for when will things get better. Group number 2, kind of a fun message to be able to deliver. When will they get better? As soon as you decide that they will. Improving health. Seek the healing yourself. Your healing is available to you, and you are actually the person who has the power over it. Understand that you are actually energetically supported by the energetic universe, and that healing and magic and guidance are all available to you, but you need to tune your frequency. Go towards healing energy. Go towards friendship. Go towards connection. Hey, if you like this reading, don't forget to subscribe, please. That helps my channel, and it helps me do more videos like this. And hit that thumbs up button, give it a share, and it'll help me grow even more if you'd like to support my channel. If you would like to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment with all the information on how to contact me. I'd love a chance to read for you in real life. And there will also be a link to my website in the description box down below. Take care. Be well. Hey, group number 2, you've got the easiest assignment. Just try and watch as it lifts and dissipates. Take care. Be well. Things will get better as soon as you start down the path towards better. Hello and welcome back. This is pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, candle number 3, this is your candle, this is your reading. And your candle, for one reason, there's always one that struggles. Come on, be well. Okay, your candle is anointed both with green fairy and then with abundance oil. And then I have heal my heart, okay? Group number 3, this could get a little heavy because it's almost always the heartbreak read. We all have something to heal from. By the time you're about over the age of 20, usually you've had a relationship that was there to try and teach you something, a karmic relationship. It can be a little bit tedious and a little bit difficult, and I'm not laughing because, oh my goodness, have I had my fair share. Your Sun and Moon Tarot will be bringing us the predictive spread, but let's go over what is on this spell plate. This is a form of healing magic, and this is bringing us the answers as to what will help us heal in a particular area of life. In this case, it is about your heartbreak, what will help heal your heartbreak. This particular candle is surrounded by pink Himalayan salt, which is excellent for protecting your heart chakra. I did mix it with some healing oil as well, and then I also sprinkled some love powder over the top of it, because usually that is the thing that people need to receive to help heal them from grief, from pain, from abandonment, and from a feeling of being unworthy. It is surrounded also by white rose petals, which is for bringing in spirit guide messages. It is for peace, diplomacy, tranquility as well, and friendship. And then I also have that with some fuchsia carnation petals. Carnations are the power flower in hoodoo and folk magic, and it just adds oomph and might to any magical working. This is an active form of magic, and if you concentrate and draw it towards you, it is yours for the taking. And then I also have rosemary. Oh, I have mint as well. That is to release any negative energies and fill them instantly with increase, abundance, and love. And then I also have rosemary to protect everyone from evil. Yay! All right, here we go. Let's put you over here. Let's go to our oracle cards, and then we'll get our predictive spread. First up, I want to tell you that we have a final message card. I won't know what it says until the end of the reading, and thus far they've been matching the readings very, very well. I'm always amazed by how targeted these messages tend to be. All right, I have transform. Rise above any situation and become the best version of you. Determining who you are. We have so much control over where we will go, where we will take a situation, and who we will become. We're not victims in this world. We're actually warriors. I want to be a queen. State your sovereignty. Declaring freedom. Passing a test. A karmic relationship. I'm so sorry. Why does that happen? Everybody who knows me for like more than 5 minutes knows that I can get downright agitated about the concept that it is for your highest good, because no, not everything is for your highest good. Some things are. Sometimes relationships, karmic relationships, come into our life and it is for our highest good, but we don't recognize that it's like, well, this isn't working, this isn't healthy, and we don't release it in the time period that we're meant to. And that's where grievous forms of injury can start to occur. So our higher powers never plan to kick the crap out of us. They don't. They don't plan to have us assaulted or injured or abused. They just don't. That can be the factor of other people's choices and often of our own. And I'm not blaming you for your own pain. Again, I was in a 20-year relationship that I should have left at least 10 years before I did. But I didn't, because I loved the person so much I couldn't recognize how they were injuring me. All right, so I also have from the Enchanted Blossoms, dignity. Self-respect is one of the things that will help heal your heart. It will be about having better boundaries, better abilities to protect yourself, and an understanding of what you truly deserve. And the very next time somebody gets out of line with you or tries to infringe upon your boundaries, you will handle it appropriately. That is part of healing, and understanding that we do play a role in our own self-protection, even though we do have divine guidance and an angelic team. One of the best things you can do is learn about how to care for yourself, love yourself, look at yourself with respect, and understand that you do not need to be perfect to be good. You don't. All right, so we have downcast pride. Somebody really, really, really hurt you. Like deeply core level, soul level type of hurt. And I kind of knew that was what was going to come out with this pile when I anointed the candle. We're taking a look at what remains. Self-respect so far is such a big message. So is transform. Rise above any situation. The fact is we choose our emotional direction. And that's not to say that, because that can be about emotional repression too. I refuse to feel my grief. I just have tunnel vision. Keep going until it's over. Stop. Feel your feelings. Process them. Understand, holy crap, that was unfair to me. But don't get stuck in that energy. Understand, yes, that was unfair to me. How could I have prevented it? What has it done to me? And how will I change the future with it? I have from the chakra cards, grounding. That's your root chakra. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. Grounding is the thing I'm such a broken record about. I'm sure my clients are like, oh God, here she goes again. But for real, you ground, and you will have better access to a tie-in to the energetic realms, to the divine realms, and to your spirit guide team. All right, I have imagine, and then I have building blocks. Gosh, this is such related energy. Here's the thing that, because so often I see it's from formative wounds that people have allowed toxic relationships to continue, and they wonder if they're being punished by attracting these really kind of damaging partners. You're not. It is part of the building blocks as formative experience as well, and almost everybody has it. Imagine building blocks is the ability to self-parent again as an adult. Look at the areas in which, if somebody didn't tell you were good enough, tell yourself that. If somebody didn't encourage you, encourage yourself. If somebody didn't tell you to love your body, to love yourself, and to understand that you can be flawed and still be very, very worthwhile. Just work on the flaws and not self-punishing. But why did I do that? Oh, okay, now I understand, and I will try to do better next time. All right, I have staying focused, hold the course. That's a tough one because it's just, you feel like you've been on an endless journey here. When will you ever be healed? When will you ever be healed? Let's find out. Okay, let's get going here. Can I get the predictive spread for the Heal My Heart group, please? When will things get better? When will things get better? I've had good answers so far, and let's hope this is like tomorrow, but let's see. Here we go. Okay. The world, the universe in the upright. The Four of Wands in the upright. I have the Emperor in the upright. That is that personal power card. It can also be the card for Aries. I don't often see it that way, but it can be. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is in the recent past. You've been losing a lot of things. Two of Wands in the upright. That's making choices. High Priestess in reverse. Oh, no, in the upright. Something is concealed. Something is concealed. What's going on? What's being concealed? Is it somebody's... Let's hope it's something good. Wouldn't that be great? Here, can I get some more, please? Okay. Four of Swords in the upright. Meditation, contemplation, healing. As I don't like giving the answer, but healing takes however long it takes. And if we rush the process, then we're going towards relationships, towards activities, towards other people as solace, as painkillers, rather than as something that will add to our lives. We're trying to fill an empty hole rather than trying to be whole within and then going forward to form those attachments. Heal, heal, heal. I have the Ten of Cups in the upright in the external influence. That is happiness, family connections. That is also a card for miracles. I have the Prince of Swords in reverse. You feel isolated, cut off, like you don't have anyone to talk to who understands. I have the Ten of Wands in reverse. That is releasing burdens. That is trying to not push as hard on something. Be patient with yourself with the Three of Swords in the upright. That is the heartbreak card. That is the heartbreak card, but you are being relieved of the burden of heartbreak with the Star in the upright. That is the card for hope. Dreams coming true. Three of Wands in the upright. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Good choices in financial areas for you, heartbreak group. Six of Cups in reverse. That is beneath Four of Cups in reverse. That is an opportunity coming to you from a past connection. Interesting. Okay. I have the King of Pentacles in the upright with the Sun in the upright. Well, that's a new beginning, insecurity. That's a healing energy too. So what does this mean? King of Wands in the upright. That's two kings. Ooh, look at you jump. Got something to say? When a flame like starts jumping like that, it's because a message is trying to come through or an entity is trying to communicate with you. The Lovers in the upright and then the Six of Wands in the upright as well. Well, Heal My Heart group, guess what? it looks to me like you have a new pairing trying to come to you. You have been working on healing for at least a year. At least a year. This is not a new energy. This is not somebody who like, hey, just last week I was left by my so-and-so. This is not a fresh energy. You're pretty far into this process, and it may be, hi twin flame group, guess what? Your twin flame is also, you're having a mirroring experience, by the way. Your poor twin flame and you have both been just as heartbroken as you can be. Magician in the mirror with the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. You have a team trying to help you heal. Cornucopia, get that all the time too. Action. Action can be the King of Swords. I'm going to get one more. It can also be the card for air travel. When are things going to get better? Cornucopia is one of the cards for the thinking woman. It's one of the cards for Thanksgiving. In the US, that is in late November. I know not the whole world celebrates it with the goddess of the moon in the upright. That can also be Halloween, because we do have a blue moon and the goddess of the moon is intuition. Heal my heart group. Sweet. Hi. Okay, so let's talk about this. You have something new coming to you. When are things going to get better? Your twin flame is also healing. You have put so much work in on healing. Let's go ahead and talk about this. It's all about healing your heart chakra. I've got within, let's see, that's going to be about 6 weeks of this reading. It is a timeless reading, but it does look to me as if you have kind of started to establish, wow, a new relationship. Like, note that the other candle flames are not doing this. It's not that common. You have something new coming to you. Let's talk a little bit about it. The universe is a complete cycle. It is the world, but it is also success and everything coming to you. In a personal feeling of power, you have been trying to restore your power. You actually have been doing a lot of the work I've already been talking about. I have the Two of Wands in reverse. Your choices are strong in that, and you have been making progress in tapping in more. Your confusion is clearing up, and you're trying to energetically heal. Here's the thing, you got so badly, like, just chewed up and spit out by a relationship in your past, but you're almost better. You're almost better. That star in the upright with the high priestess in the upright, you do have your own psychic gifts. Make sure that you are doing the work to hone them. One of the best things about heartbreak, because there is something good about heartbreak, and anybody who watches me for 5 seconds know that, like, I will, like, rant and rave about, I hate the Three of Swords. I don't like the Three of Swords. Like, sincerely, it was my signifier for years. I got very, very badly injured. And I got tired of it. Who doesn't get tired of being in pain? But the good thing about the Three of Swords is that it does make you examine the quality of your connections, the quality of your relationships, what you will accept and what you will reject. Make sure you heal entirely before you go towards a new relationship, and you're almost there, because I have this King of Pentacles in the upright. That can be an earth sign. With the King of Wands in the upright, that can be a fire sign. With the Lovers in the upright, that can be an air sign. This is why I don't really call out the astrological meanings. It's almost everything. Do I have a water sign here? Well, I've got the Ten of Cups energy. That can be. This is a person. I think it's likely an earth sign, but it does not have to be, because I've got it over here as well. Something is coming back into your life within 6 weeks. If you are not already familiar with this person, they are entering your life before the end of, again, it's November. And so that is 6 weeks away. How long will it take? That's how long. Can it hold true for everybody? Oh God, I wish it could. But there is happiness returning to you. Do not give up hope. Dreams are coming true. Something that you think you missed out on is returning to you. There is a new beginning with it. There's a lot of progress to be made. That King of Wands is also manifesting energy. With the Lovers in the upright, that is being held within and making good, strong choices. Can also be a soulmate connection between the Four of Wands in the upright. with the Lovers in the upright. I feel pretty, and then the Ten of Cups. Hi, twin flame group. Like, is your twin flame back in your life by then? I believe so. Is it going to absolutely 100% be a romantic relationship? I don't know. I don't know. The best relationships start as friendships. They do. And people don't like that because they don't think it's as sexy or as fun. They're like, oh, if it's not, you know, I'm swept off my feet. Guess what? That conceals a whole bunch of things that when we're swept off our feet, when we fall head over heels in love, we're only falling in love with a perception versus the full person. The full person, it takes a while to get to know people. It does. And that is why it can be one of the best and often most passionate relationships is when you are friends with someone first. When you allow that, you allow things to take the time they need to develop. Here's the thing, you got badly hurt enough that, like, I'm not even sure romance sounds all that appealing to you. It's like, oh God, because it's concealed a multitude of sins for you in the past. Good Lord. It's concealed a multitude of, I picked this up already. I don't know, I did it again. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, that is the heart chakra. That it can also be the elements all have a, okay. I have children. Your love life is being affected by children. That can be literal, but it's often childhood wounds. It is safe for you to love. You are almost healed. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I always tell people never sit on a shelf and wait for anybody. But also, like, understand that you don't have to be paired up. So sometimes, like, being single is not waiting for somebody. It's just being single. Like, it's just trying to enjoy your kind of individual life, which is something that is a very important part of that dignity energy. Understanding that it is better to be alone than to be with the wrong person. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, what else do I have? Do I have one more to close this out? Because that's what it is. Once you're... I'm sorry, Heal My Heart group, because, like, people don't like this answer because a lot of people don't like to be alone. They don't. They feel like they're rejected by others and somehow unlovable. That is not what that means. And it means that I would choose to be with myself, who I like and who I will take care of and I can hang out and have fun with, rather than trying to make a square peg fit a round hole. It is so much better to wait for the right pairing, and that can involve dating. I don't personally date because it's just not something I'm interested in right now. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That is not to say that if, like, the best guy in the world showed up and asked me out, I wouldn't be like, oh, wow, you seem like the best guy in the world. I will go out with you. But it doesn't seem like. So I don't currently date. I don't currently date because I am still trying to heal from something in my own past. And I would rather be by myself than with somebody who would injure me intentionally. So that is, new things are coming to you. It is a very significant soulmate connection. You were badly injured, and I'm so sorry for that, but it looks to me like you are at the very tail end of your healing season, and that something is establishing with that particular person. Again, it may not be a romance. It may not be a romance, but it could be, because I had a whole bunch of wands all over it, and I had some traveling energy as well. So group number 3, look towards the holiday seasons or timeless reading about 6 weeks from now. You're going to hear something. You're going to hear something. And it can't hold true for everybody, but I hope it holds true for you. Here is your final card. Get more information. This is that, get to know somebody first. Like, and part of the reason I'm always saying that I don't date is, like, I went out for coffee with, like, 2 guys, and literally all they would talk about was having sex with me. And I was just like, I don't even know if I like you well enough to have this conversation, let alone be talking endlessly about how you would like to get in my pants. And so I would not, like, I didn't continue either of those connections, and they haven't given up. Like, I still get texts from these people where it's like, oh, no. Get more information is allowing yourself to form an actual true bond with somebody. before you leap into something. That is the thing that will protect your heart going forward. Not a very exciting answer, except for the whole continue on your healing path. Know your self-worth, know your self-respect, enforce your own boundaries. Don't let somebody in the door unless they belong there. But someone who belongs there is very, very close by. And when will things get better? Within a month and a half. Within a month and a half. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel, and give it a share as well. That's another way to support my channel so I can bring you more videos like this. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, my credits contain all the information on how to book me for that. And then there's also an insert in a moment with that. My website has all my prices, and it will be linked in the description box down below. Take care. Be well. Hey, you've done so much of the work. It is going to be paying off. And remember, it is so much better to be safe by yourself than imperiled by the wrong person. Take care. Be well. I will see you next time. Hello and welcome back. If you chose candle number 4, pile number 4, then this is your candle. This is your reading. And your candle was anointed with green fairy oil, abundance oil, and then road opener oil. This is the one that helps remove energetic blockages to success, to love, to healing, to whatever. This is my one all-purpose candle in this group. If you chose it, then whatever area of life that you are asking about is likely to be reflected in the reading. But let's go over what's on your spell plate. I have pink Himalayan salt, which is excellent for protecting your heart chakra and healing your heart chakra. That is mixed with a road opener powder that I actually ground myself, and I did put a little extra on it for love powder and money powder. Everything got treated with various areas of life with, basically magic conjure powders that I make my own powders. I do not make my own oils. So that is covered by white rose petals, which are for diplomacy, tranquility, peace, harmony. White is a wonderful and peaceful color that has fuchsia carnation petals on top of it. Carnations are the power flower of the flower world in hoodoo and in folk magic. They add that extra oomph, they add that extra might, and they bring magic across with quite the push. Remember, there is active magic here, and you are interacting with healing magic as it is. So this also has mint on it to dissolve and release any negative energies. I blessed and empowered it to fill them with abundance and love and tranquility immediately as soon as they are released. And then I have rosemary for the protection against evil as well. Okay, so this time I did a final message card as well. This is from the Angel Answers. I have no idea what it says. They've tied into all the readings thus far. Let's hope that they continue to. I also have Move, a rolling stone gathers no moss. This is about physical activity. It produces endorphins, and that is one of the things that will help you overcome depression, but it is also taking action. Remember, deciding to do something and actually doing it are two different things. I also have Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Ooh, past slights can cause residual and repressed anger. Make sure that you process it appropriately. And how do you tap into that safely? It is kind of by making sure you're energetically balanced. Always try to balance your chakras. Always try to tap in. I don't meditate well, so I fall asleep to things almost every day of my life that will help bring me healing. And it does help with anger release. And also remember that you should get as angry on your own behalf if someone has slighted or injured you as you do for other people. And empaths have a tendency to be abused. They just do. We attract abusive partners, and a lot of the times we will have a greater sense of outrage for the injuries inflicted upon others than we do for the injuries inflicted on us, because it's just kind of our experience in life, and we stop questioning it after a while. That is it. The reason to tap into your anger is what gives you appropriate boundaries going forward. When will things get better? I won't cry for you when you recognize that the person who hurt you was a jerk and they're not worth crying over. I have Fork in the Road. That is about choices to be made with time for a nap. Okay. Make sure that you are Make sure you're resting appropriately. Road opener oil, you may be trying to accomplish something by nonstop effort that will just deplete you. All right, I also have grounding, go deep, explore your roots. Every single one of my groups gets some kind of message about grounding. It is because it is the most powerful thing you can do in any form of magic manifestation, of spirituality, of healing, of growth. The very first thing you start with is your root chakra. Heal it, tether yourself, anchor yourself to the here and now, and know that it is, and grounding, how do you do it? You envision a white column of light coming down through your chakras, and then as you see that, lighting them up all the way down, going down to the center of the earth, connecting you to the universe above, then you'll imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet deep into the core of the earth, and that is grounding. I also teach shielding. Let's see. Generosity. Generosity is the enchanted blossoms. One of the ways to receive more is to give more. Release to receive is also about be generous with your time, be generous with your efforts. That doesn't mean letting people push you around. It doesn't. I have to set boundaries with clients all the time because I do try and give of my time pretty freely, but I do have to set a limit on that. So this is also a good card for making sure that you are generous and you are kind, but that you do not, that you value yourself, your time, your accomplishments, and your energetic wellness as well. And then I have calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. That's about recognizing anxiety spirals and walking away from them. A lot of people are afraid of their anger. They're afraid of their anger because they're afraid they'll be altered by it. Why are you in the upright? I didn't know that it was the Three of Wands, which is about good choices. Here, let's go. Try that one more time. This is the Light Seers deck. I'm going to use it for the predictive spread. It's a funny deck. I don't, like, it's a beautiful deck. I don't really click with it as well as some other readers do, but I thought I would get it out for this because it's so good about pointing towards spirituality, which is often the road to increase and to opening energetic doors. All right, let's get going. What else do we have for pile 3? How are things going to get better? All right, I have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Yay, work, work, work. Page of Wands in the upright. This is a successful endeavor as well. The World in the upright is everything coming to you. King of Wands in reverse. You have felt blocked on something. That makes perfect sense with the road opener. But you know what? I think things are already paying off. When are things going to get better, please? Can I get what's coming forward? We know what was in the past. Ooh, Two of Swords in the upright. Being a little blocked. That can be spiritually. That can be in your energetic house as well. I have the Ace of Wands in the upright. That's the second ace. New beginnings abound. When are things getting better? Maybe tomorrow. Here we go. I have the Lovers in reverse in the external influence. That can be the card of Geminis, but it is usually the card in reverse of needing to, again, make sure that you are aligned and whole within. Why am I such a broken record about that? Because it's almost always the answer. All right. We have the Seven of Cups in the upright. This for me is one of the cards for spell works, but it can be things being up in the air, not really standing on a firm foundation, not being present in the here and now, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, and it is causing you to feel less secure than you actually are. The Moon in the upright, which can be the card for Pisces, but it is also the card of confusion, things being concealed. This is a lot of magic energy, by the way. With the Queen of Cups in the upright, wow, Pisces, Pisces, right beside each other. Okay, that is about flowing emotions as well. You hide from your emotions too much. I have the Ace of Swords in the upright. Whoa, still more. With the Hanged Man in the upright. With the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. I have the Judgment card in the upright with the Emperor in reverse. With the Nine of Wands in reverse as well. What else is happening here? Light Seers. What else is happening here? This is the road opener oil. What's holding you back, and when is it going to be resolved? I have the Fool in the upright, beginning again. Older, wiser, Two of Wands in the upright. Good choices, plans available to you, potential travel. I would like one more, and then we're going to close this out. Okay, I'm going to keep going on that. None of them felt right. Who do I have for the last card? Or is that the last card? Is it all dependent on our choices? Eight of Wands in reverse. Is that in the reverse or is that in the upright? It's in the reverse. That is a delayed energy. Okay, I'm going to pick those guys up, and I just want one more. Okay, I got two. Temperance in the upright with the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Patience, of course. Patience and healing. All right, so in an external capacity, there is something trying to come to you. The person on the other end of it is healing in their own right. So we're going to concentrate on the things that are increasing. And it looks like you feel very blocked on a matter that is communicating with your spirit guides. You're having a hard time with that. Your creativity is, you want it sparked once more. Success is coming to you as well. When are things getting better? Like immediately. You've already put in kind of a lot of work here. You know what I've done? Here we go. I forgot a card. That's why things are a little bit wonky. Okay. Okay. No, that's where it's supposed to be. Sorry, I use a very modified Celtic cross and nobody really understands it other than me, and I do know where things belong. But you do have new beginnings all over the place as you are kind of being restored to your full health after, oh God, somebody just, you have good choices available to you. Somebody is actually going to get what they deserve, okay? They are going to get what they deserve. Here's the thing, it may have been in a marriage, it really might have been. Your worldview has been changed by a long-term relationship. It does not have to be a romantic one, but I do have the Hierophant in reverse there, which is the collapse of a solid structure. Usually a marriage, it doesn't have to be though. You may have left school, you may have, this is a card for governments and hospitals as well. The Hanged Man in the upright, but I've got it with your, like you're taking a new perspective on how things need to be done. I think you used to be a lot more traditional than you are now, and it is beginning to serve you. You've been going towards more and more alternative means of healings, and when are things getting better? Continually throughout the next 8 weeks or so. And there's work going in. This is not a relationship pile. It simply is not. You have a relationship that does not have to be romantic that is important to you. You're a little blocked on that as that person continues to do their own work. They might be silent on their end. Don't regret that. Don't resent it. And don't have it be your sole focus. You need to be focusing on you. You need to be focusing on you. And people don't like that. They don't like being told that like the person that they want, you can't have them yet, you're being held back until you do your work. Because it feels like being punished. It is so far from being punished. You will be so much happier if you build your own life first. I see really wonderful people in my readings all the time, and they're people are very loving, and they want the person that they love, and it's such a focus, and they long for that person. And understand there's not a thing wrong with that, but understand if that is the situation, recognize it for what it is, understand no amount of longing for this will pull it towards me any sooner. I need to do something else as I wait. You can be very confident in a connection and understand that now is not the time. And you've got that type of energy around this group 4. It doesn't mean you're held back for long. I don't get the sense that that's the thing that I think takes like almost 6 weeks. I do. Separately, you have new developments in your professional life. You have more creativity. There is success. There is triumph. Essentially, you barely need to be watching this. You have taken a new path and are exploring new things. Man holding a coin, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. You are basically rebuilding your energetic and financial stability. If you have been looking for a job, understand I have awesome energy around that coming back to you within, again, Angel of Strength with Yin Yang. You will become stronger as you balance more and become whole within. But I have like increase. I have the Magician in the Mirror as well. That is a manifesting energy. See, here's what I think. There appears to be like actual, and what is magic? Can you accidentally do it? Yes, I used to do it all the time. I would cornucopia. I keep getting that card as well. I stopped practicing magic for, well, I did it on the sly a little bit, but I stopped practicing magic for about 10 years because my ex-husband, my nearly ex-husband, was afraid of it. And so I didn't do it. And I kept accidentally doing things. If you are a born manifester and you focus and you envision and you kind of like, maybe it'll work out this way, for me, it kept happening. I get better results when I'm actually, targeting it and doing it on purpose. But the number of things I accidentally manifested when I thought I wasn't when I wasn't working within a discipline, I was still manifesting things. And people who are very powerful do that. They do. When you start working within a discipline, when you start focusing, then your efforts really, really come back to you. And that's what this is as well. Whatever it is that, if you think the thing that you want is a relationship, please hear me. The universe is saying, have a relationship with you first. And I know you kind of want to hurl a rotten melon at my head for saying that, because everybody gets sick of hearing that. That said, it is the thing that will allow you to receive the right relationship for you. Build your independent life in which you believe in your own power. You're actually a super powerful person. You're a super powerful person. Something happened that made you not believe that any longer. And the reason, and you got stuck in grieving versus being angry about, like, how dare you do that to me? Protecting treasure. Okay. 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 This abuse of power energy, deep freeze. Don't. Into the unknown. Can I get one more, please? I just picked up this deck because I felt like it was the right thing to do. And the message that came through is slow and steady. Don't rush a process. Group number 4. You want something over. You want something over. You want your solitude over. You want your season of healing over. You want your feeling of growth over. If you can step out of that energy, if you can step into the energy of, like, you know what? It's not like I'm doing anything other than pining for this person or pining for this thing I don't have yet. Why don't I work on myself? When are things coming to you? When will things get better? It's happening right now. It's happening right now. You aren't understanding that part because there's something you have your heart set on. And are you getting what you have your heart set on? Oh, Lord God, it's this group again. No offense meant. It is safe for you to love children. You're trying to heal some formative damage. Somebody in your life lied to you. It's kind of a bad one. Attraction, enjoy this moment fully, enjoy your own life, calling in your soulmate. They are still healing. Please understand, group number 4. You're not actually, your road is open. Just because the journey is not as swift as you want it to be, does not mean it's not a journey that's happening. And everybody has this really big energetic blockage at this time. And why do we get the Patience card or Temperance over and over and over again? Here is why. Impatience is the thing that will single-handedly block out your ability to receive. Worrying, creating that frantic energy around something, is the thing that causes, I'm always talking to clients about this who've engaged me for spell work. If you are like, why hasn't anything happened? Why is it? You're making it not happen. Chill. Just try to relax. Breathe deep. Do some balancing exercises. Try to inhabit an energy of faith and belief in yourself. And when it comes to this energy of, I want this person so much, understand that's doing the exact same thing. Except that if this person is not with you yet, is because they have their own stuff to do, and you do as well. And the thing that you need to try and work on, and I'm sorry, is trying to be glad of your existence as it is. And the reason that is so important is this focus that you have on another person completing you is it dooms the relationship to failure because it puts too much pressure on it working out for you to be happy. That is why being happy by yourself is the most important thing you can do to attract the love that you want. And it is nowhere near the same thing as saying, okay, I just accept that I will be single forever. Don't try to process time like that. We only ever have the here and now. We can think of the past, we can look into the future. Time structure is a mystery to us, we really don't understand it. But the thing that we are processing and experiencing right now is the here and now. If the relationship you want is not by your side, try to accept that. Accept that there must be a reason. And if I'm being asked to work on myself, then maybe the sooner that I do that, the sooner it will stop being, I'll stop feeling so denied. If you feel punished by the denial of another person in your life, that is the thing that's holding you back. Because we're not punished when someone isn't in our life. We're not ready. That person isn't ready, or our circumstances. Your spirit guides are trying to help you. Your spirit guides are trying to help you. That anger issue, somebody hurt you, oh my God. And the way to keep that from happening again is to be fine by yourself, so that someone never has so much importance to you that they can do what that person did to you, and you didn't stop them because you were afraid of losing them. It does look like that's kind of receding far into the past, and the only thing left is to allow yourself to be angry. Allow yourself to be angry. But you have somebody that you love, 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 and you're wondering why they're not with you. And this is a general energy read. It cannot hold true for everybody. But if this resonates for you, here is the message. You are not being punished. You are being asked to please, please love your life as it exists right now. There is plenty to enjoy, plenty to appreciate, and plenty to celebrate. And the reason to do that is not so that you can remain alone, but rather that when somebody comes to you, you are your own fallback position. It's super important. That is what keeps you safe from the injuries of another person, is liking your life enough as it is that you will say, get out of here, if somebody starts hurting you in the name of love. And your final message is big, happy changes. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Lots of big, happy changes. When are things getting better for you? The moment that you are able to understand that you have that power to make them better. And please evaluate your circumstances. There's a lot that's like right at your door. The way things get better is to adjust your mindset, just that little 1/2 turn, saying, this is good, this is good. I will do this for as long as I need to, and I won't resent it, I'll celebrate it. And I know how hard that is to do, but that is what you're being asked to do. Group number 4, I'm sorry. I want to tell everybody, your soulmate is going to be there tomorrow. But sometimes we need to start out by loving ourselves. And empaths are so prone to giving love, we forget to give it to ourselves. And that is what the universe is asking you to do. Thank you for joining me. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. It helps my channel. Don't forget to give it a share. That helps my channel as well. And it will give me an opportunity to do more videos for you. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, my end credits contain all the information on how to contact me. My website has all my prices, and I would love a chance to read for you in real life. Take care. Be well. When are things getting better? Group number 4, they are better. They are better. You're just attaching all value to the one thing you don't have and can't glimpse yet. And that is why you need to rebalance slightly. You just need a slight view and perspective adjustment. Take care. Be well. I'll see you next time.